Wales, apparently.
Would love to see Jess having another hit out, although it wouldn't surprise me if after her huge performance before, she may have pulled the thing out.
But as you can see there, we've got the starters. ACT, Lawrence Davis, Darcy Kinsella, Josh Small and Jeremy Marinan. From Victoria, Brandon Richmond-Craig, Ben Delabosca, Aaron Lefferink and Melvin Monley. South Australia, Benjamin Larson, Duran Calgary, Dane Probster and Tristan Calamalleri. New South Wales, James Roach, Samuel Ellicott, Mark Focus, Luke Trevelyan. From Queensland, Carlton Mason, Nicholas Schultz, Travis Isles, Genya Diaz. From Western Australia, Sasha Zoya, Stefan Rajakovic, Jaden Moorhead and Kian Paget. New South Wales team's very handy, but there's a few medalists there from the Victorian team. Melvin Monley won the under-15s 200. Aaron Lefferink won the under-16s 200. So we might be able to see a gold for Victoria again.
Anything can happen in relays. It depends if the baton gets around, how the boys are feeling, and obviously a lot of them have had a huge week of events as well, and it's hot out here.
Yeah, especially in the 4x2. It's not an oft-run relay. So it will be very interesting to see what happens there.
I'm a bit biased, but it's my favourite relay.
Now,
a little bit more tactical than a 4x1.
They are going to run like opposite to what you might have seen at the World Relays. But Steve
hi, Dad.
Nelson, Ella's dad.
What a great junior and youth championship. Has everything. Live stream, camaraderie, weather, performance and records. Hashtag summer of apps. If you want to get around it like my dad has, just hashtag summer of apps in your tweets. Thanks, Dad.
Even dads can tweet.
It's quite technologically advanced for an old guy. He's going to hate me for saying that. Sorry. Sorry.
We see the boys lining up their blocks at They'll be 4x200 metres. 2 laps of the track, 800 metres in total. I think they call it the 2-lap relay at the World Relays.
Yes.
We've got Robbo down in the midst of the relay action.
That's right, Lynchy. Here we go. This is the stick that we've got to get around. This is the thing we've got to get around nice and cleanly, hopefully. As you guys have said, this is one of the most exciting moments of any athletics championships, but for athletics carnival. Think back to school, how exciting your running for your house was, trying to get the baton around, get those points up, win the championship. So look, these guys are getting about their starts here at the moment, and it's going to be exciting down here. Can't wait to see which state is going to get the glory in this first of the relays. Back up to you, Lynchy.
Thank you, Robbo. Hopefully they didn't leave the relay baton container out in the sun a little bit too long.
And Lynchy, can you just talk us through a 4x2 and how the relay works?
So they're going to start off the 4x4 metre mark. So the changeover zones, they're not really marked at the moment over at the 200, but they'll stay in their lanes all the way around to the third runner. When the third runner reaches the back straight, then they can cut in.
Just like an 800.
Just like an 800, just like a 4x4, except there will be 3 runners taking that position. And they will change over there at the 200 metre mark and run all the way home. It'll be very interesting. It's not run off very often, so there can be some chaos. And there's nothing like a relay with some chaos.
A few nudges, maybe a baton drop or two. We'll just have to wait and see.
Looking forward to it. Especially those 4x4s as well, where pretty much after that first leg, no lanes.
It's free for all.
Go for it.
You can see the boys over the back lining up as the 4th runners. They will walk out onto the track after the 3rd runner gets the baton, and they will be lined up in order of place.
Oh.
We have the current temperature at 37.5 degrees Celsius, so it's jumping back up. The clouds have cleared a bit and the sun is boiling.
Well, obviously in our air-conditioned booth here, it's a beautifully crisp, constant...
26?
26?
Yeah.
Is that cold?
Nah.
23?
Yeah, 23.
Yeah, that sounds better. 23. We've got ice blocks. Just ice blocks. Some super dupers. Yum.
All the good stuff.
See the boys getting in their lanes from the inside. ACT, Victoria, South Australia, New South Wales, Queensland and Western Australia. And we are away We've got our 6 teams. The stagger will be a 3-bend stagger. So don't expect these athletes to make too much impact on the other teams. As I say that, the Victorian goes past the South Australian. We do our first change. This will be the tricky bit. It's a mix of a 4x1 and a 4x2, but good change there from WA. New South Wales now the second athlete. Samuel Ellicott running hard. And Victoria has Ben Della Bosca. It looks like Victoria might change in the lead as they come around to their third runner. Victoria with Aaron Lefferink, the under-16 200-metre champion. How good would that be to have your 200-metre champion as your third runner? New South Wales has got their Mark Focus, the under-16 400-metre champion. Now chasing
champions
him
everywhere.
Down. There is champions everywhere. And Lefferink will pass it to the under-15 200-metre champion. So that's going to be a tough battle. New South Wales have Luke Trevelyan, Melvin Monlay for Victoria. But looks like Victoria with Monlay. Trevelyan coming at him hard. And we'll see what can happen here. It's still 100 metres left. Monlay having a look around. But he's opening up that early running. He was just foxing with the Melvin Monlay. What a talent. There it is, 1:30.57. That's a whole 800 metres. So David Radisha runs 1:40. They just ran 1:30.
Yeah, the boys are absolutely moving. New South Wales in second and WA coming in third.
WA there getting the minor medals. Well done. Lots of medals there for WA. It's good to see in their home championships. As we see the last change, I think Monlay just cruising a little bit here, thinking he had it won. Trevelyan making some early headway. And as he has a look around, I think he realised that he was under threat and he turned on the speed the last 100.
Really smart running, conserving energy, but doing enough to get the gold.
And we got Robbo down there with some victorious Victorians.
That's right. It's Ben Della Bosca down here and Melvin Monlay. And Mr. Della Bosca, you had the second leg there for the Vics. And how was it for you?
Oh, it was pretty tough, you know. Just trying to catch back that New South Wales kid. It was really tough, but, you know, we got there and off to Aaron Lefferink. And, yeah, it was a good run by the boys. And Melvin did well, and, yeah.
I feel like I've been chatting to Melvin a few times this week as well, mate. Big week. That's finally done for you now. How would you sum up the whole week?
Oh, it was all right.
I think you're allowed to say something more exciting than all right. I think you've done outstandingly well. Well done to the Vics. Well done. And we're going to see how this next 4x200 goes. Back up to you, Lynchy.